What's going on, guys? We're back yet again, and I want to finally be talking about Zenishu. Zenishu. Let me just say this. I was heavily impressed by this series. The reason why I was heavily impressed by this series is because from everything I was seeing, this was pretty much a almost like a love letter, not only to fans, but for artists, manga creators, manga collectors, anime lovers, the works. Because again, if you have not watched this, I highly recommend you guys can watch this in English. You guys can watch it in the Japanese dub, whatever you prefer. You can watch it on Crunchyroll right now. But the entirety of this story is you have this character by the name of Natsuko, who is a real animation creator. So she's what's the right word? Um, she's a big animator, and I was gonna say like something for like a manga something. I can't think of the right word offhand, but either or, she is a prodigy. She's a big prodigy. She made this one thing, and she just blew up because she got into this one anime or this one movie called Tales of the Perishing. She loved it so much as a kid. She became obsessed with it. She just kept drawing, and you see her in a on an episode with her past selves where she started using different people of how to draw them, how they ran, how they spoke, how they talked, all this different stuff. Well, when she's working on something, she eats something bad, and she somehow gets transported to this world. So she comes across all these characters, Luke Braveheart, all these other ones that are the nine guardians of this world. And there's actually only four right now because the rest of them are either dead or retired. And she somehow becomes a guardian of this world as well. And when she gets her powers, she hears a voice, and we later find out who the voice is, and she starts creating whatever really quickly when she's drawing, and she creates this unknown presence, and she just goes to town, and she just creates it, and then she's able to save her friends, and they become friends. And Luke Braveheart, one of the main characters and a fictional character, actually falls in love with Natsuko, and she does him as well, even though she doesn't want to admit it. But at the same time, she later finds out, like, no matter what she does, it just the the movie, the story is going to end the exact same way that she saw as a kid. It just changed. Like, this character ended up with this character ended up dying, this character ended up, just different things. And she has become so connected with these characters. They're like family to her. She loves them. She doesn't want nothing to happen to them. And when she goes through this, she finally has a moment where she's like, why am I creating this? Why am I still doing this? And then finally she gets hope, where she's able to come back from this moment of darkness and save the one she fell for and save this world. And evidently she does. She brings back the entire world that was there before she got there. And we see all the other characters that passed. We see all the other characters that was destroyed. The voids are gone because there was a thing called the voids, where it was like these unknown creatures that would attack, the world. And there was like one thing called the something spear left, and they had to protect it. And if it got destroyed, then the whole world would be in chaos. And what happened was the last one was actually destroyed by Luke Braveheart, and when he became a void, it was up to Natsuko to create a copy of him, so that way he would destroy the copy would destroy the void that he became, and then everything would be saved. And what we see in the ending is, again, could there be a position, you know, a possibility for a new season? That's possible. That is possible, because what happens is Natsuko comes back to the real world. Don't know how. She just vanishes and goes to the real world, and she continues the other project she was going to work on. I guess became a hit because she was having issues because she never really had a romantic interest, and she had a lot of romantic interest in her, but she never saw it. She never acknowledged it, and she was finally able to do this movie with the help of her team, because again, she always did everything by herself. So going through this journey not only helped her become a team player, also was able to show her what love is, how to fall in love, how to do all these other things. And then by the very end of it, she is, just running an errand or something, and it looks like, Luke, and all these other ones walk by her, and she just looks, and then it just shuts off. So again, we don't know if there's going to be a season two, if she's going to get somehow summoned back to the other world. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping we do get a season two, because this kind of reminds me of, how do I describe it? It almost reminds me of Digimon Monster Ranchers in a way. It does. It reminds me of that in a way. And a little bit of Rising the Shield Hero. Or reminds me of those three animes. And I love those animes. And I enjoyed this series. I enjoyed the hell out of this series. I enjoyed the action, the animation, the comedy, the character growth, everything. I love this series, and I'm praying we get a season two. But if you guys haven't watched it, definitely I do recommend this. This is something I would recommend to anyone. Again, 12 episodes, very easy to knock out in a day or in a night, depending on whatever you got going on. Again, you guys should already know if I'm going to suggest something and I'm heavily suggesting it, then you know it's good. But again, if you don't believe me, that's fine. Watch it out for yourselves and let me know what you think. So let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys thought about the video, think about the series, and I'll see you as always on the next one.